Rathbun Lake is the largest man-made lake in Iowa. It has great promise with the state's newest resort on its shores, but it also has had its share of problems with inflow of sediment and nutrients from heavy rainfall over the past 3 years.
It's not been a good thing for anybody. I mean, we've seen a lot of erosion that we've never seen before.
Rathbun's water is used by a growing rural water district that works with farmers and livestock producers to ensure the quality of water flowing into the lake is suitable for human needs.
Rathbun Regional Water serves almost 80,000 people a day with water, and most of our water supply comes from Rathbun Lake. We're in the process right now of building additional capacity with a new 6 million gallon a day water plant to go with the one we have, because we know we're on the edge of not having enough capacity. These structures that you see that we're building are catching the sediment before it enters the lake. And the sediment also carries phosphorus, and those are the two biggest issues we have for water quality in Rathbun Lake. We certainly encourage people to do no-till if they will, but a lot of people are doing more minimum tillage, and that is prone to erosion, especially when you get some of the heavy rains we've got in the last 3 years.
John Glenn is also a farmer and practices what he preaches.
I've been no-tilling for 21 years, 100% of my acres, whether they're in the watershed or not. I've put in buffer strips around, I've put in paddocks for my cattle to rotate them. And so I've done a lot of different conservation practices on my own that I feel have worked well. Waterways in the fields that are tilled. I think waterways are great if you can maintain them. It's a great way to catch the sediment if there is any coming off.
Glenn favors more land being in pasture rather than row crops.
We love to see cattle on these acres in southern Iowa. We have a lot of hills that need to be in grass, and cattle is a good fit for that. Sometimes some buffers can be built to keep them out of the streams, which may help a little bit with the erosions, but anytime we can get something seeded down and run cattle on there, we're going to be better off than we are in row crop.
Conservation practices such as waterways and terraces qualify for government cost sharing, and farmers have other incentives to save their soil.
Because it pays them off in the long run anyway, because they're saving their farm and making it a better, more productive factory, if you will.
There's one more factor that Glenn says is an incentive to send high-quality water to the lake.
After we treat the water, we pump it back uphill to them. Most of the time, you know, water supplies just continue to flow downhill. We're pumping the water back to them, so they kind of know what they send down's coming back, so it'd be a good idea to do their best part to keep it clean.
For the AgriBusiness Report, I'm Ken Root.